Hey everyone, how's it going? Back doing another video this week. And today I want to talk a little bit about something or a question I saw posted online, actually. It leads into a broader topic of expectations when it comes to weight loss specifically, or general health, honestly. And this is something I posted in a Facebook group that I belong to. And it says, good evening, gents. I'm a 49-year-old male, 5'10", and 200 pounds, looking for some guidance/tips on quickest way to lose belly fat. I've been getting at it for a good few weeks now and don't plan on stopping, but would love to hear some tips and to lose the gut quicker. Obviously, this person's a male. It's a male group for men over 40 that I belong to. But this isn't a male specific topic or aspiration at all. I think a lot of people are looking for ways to get to their goal as quick as possible. And yeah, it would be great to snap your fingers and reach whatever goal it is, whether you want to run a 5K in a certain amount of time, you want to lose a certain amount of weight, you want to deadlift a certain amount of weight, you want to be a better parent, a better father, a better husband, you want to get them better at something at work or get a new certification or educate yourself in some way. It'd be amazing to snap your fingers and have that happen. But specifically in the context of weight loss here, this person's trying to lose belly fat. I see a lot of expectations that we'd be able to remove a lot of fat much quicker than it took us to put that fat on. And in reality, it probably took us, if you have a substantial amount of fat to lose, then it could have taken you years or decades to accumulate that body fat. And to think that it's going to come off quick, and whatever that definition of quick is probably incorrect. It is going to be incorrect. There are no quick fixes when it comes to losing belly fat. It takes time. Is it going to take years or decades for you to lose the belly fat that you put on? Probably not. No, I wouldn't say you'd have to wait that long. But in some cases, it does take a long time, several years, for people to eventually get to the place of body composition that they want to be. And that's okay. For a majority of us, most people, especially with aesthetic goals like this, we have a couple more decades hopefully left on this planet. We don't need to get there tomorrow. And so we have plenty of time. And it's going to take, if it took you years and decades to put that on, through the development of certain habits and stuff like that, you can have these certain habits around your lifestyle that cause the fat accumulation. It's going to take a while to change those habits. And like this person, I feel, I don't know, I didn't ask any clarifying questions or anything like that to this person, but the impression that I get from this post is that they're probably on a New Year's fitness kick, just based on the fact that they said they've been getting at it for a good few weeks and have no plans to stop. It just, to me, I get the impression that this person's on a New Year's fitness kick and really wants to just get this belly fat off so they can get back to what they were doing before. And I think that's the wrong mindset, and frankly sets you up for failure from the beginning, because you have to have the expectation that this is probably not going to happen within this year. It's probably going to take a couple years for most people to lose the belly fat that they want. And that's because they're going to have setbacks throughout the year, right? That should be the expectation. You should have the expectation that at some point during the year, you're going to not follow your diet, lose the motivation to exercise. Something at work or in your life might come up that causes you to not be able to work out the way you want or eat the way you want or whatever. And you're going to have setbacks. There's going to be holidays. There's going to be birthday parties. There's going to be potential injuries along the way, right? So it's just not going to all go smooth as you think it's going to be. So I think when you start out with the expectation of, I have plenty of time to get this weight off, I don't need to lose all my belly fat as quick as possible, likely I'm not going to be able to do it as quick as possible. I'm going to have to inevitably deal with not losing anything and just maintaining for a while, or potentially sliding backwards for a little bit in order to take a couple steps forwards. And if you go into it with that mindset, it prevents the inevitable giving up that will happen because you feel like a failure because you couldn't get it off. You couldn't adhere to the plan. You couldn't get it off in a couple months. The online calculator said you could. I think it's better to go into a fitness journey and expect the fact that it's not going to happen quick. It's going to take a year or more, and it's going to involve setbacks and challenges, and it's not going to go as smooth as it plans from the start. That way, when those things inevitably happen, because almost always they do, you're not going to consider yourself a failure and you're not going to give up. You're like, oh, this is part of the plan. This failure or this setback was part of the plan. I expected to be at a plateau for a couple months here because I have a lot of other stuff going on at work and I just can't focus the way I really need to. Or I learned, hey, if I push myself too hard at the gym, it results in injuries, and then I can't, work out and I hurt myself, and that sets me back. And so account for the setbacks, account for the failures, account for the quote unquote plateaus, and realize that's just going to add time. And that's okay because you have plenty of time. Like I said, most of us have decades before we're going to be expired, for lack of a better term. With that mindset, you're more apt to continue to keep pushing because that was all part of the plan. The plan is not to get to your goal as quick as possible. The plan is to get to your goal, but it's going to take time. And in the meantime, you can set smaller, more achievable goals. To lose all your belly fat as quick as possible is not a realistic or achievable goal. To say, I'm going to take certain steps to get to the point where I can start to lose some belly fat, like I'm going to start to make some small tweaks to my diet. Maybe it's eating more protein or including more vegetables or swapping out some calorically dense coffee drink that you have every morning with just a regular cup of coffee with some stevia and some milk in it. Or it could be, I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk after every one of my meals, or like these small, silly goals that we can build upon that give you small wins, that give you motivation, are not this big, audacious goal of losing all my belly fat as quick as possible, are much more achievable, much more realistic, and give you a lot of momentum moving forward. And so while the ultimate goal is to lose the belly fat, there are a lot of intermittent goals, intermediary goals that you can achieve along the way over the course of months and years to get to that ultimate goal. And most of the time I find people who are successful long-term, they focus on they make these small changes and they build upon the small changes to keep them going, which then ultimately down the line leads to their achieving their ultimate goal. So I just wanted to get that message out to you. I hope you find it useful. If you're someone who has a big goal for the new year and has been trying to crush it and has been going all good and just wants to speed up progress, I hope this makes you think twice about doing that, maybe changing your approach a little bit before it's too late. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Happy to help. As always, if you need some coaching along the way, I do have some one-on-one coaching spots open. You can go to my website, rjbhealth.coach, click on the schedule discovery call button, fill out that form, or get in contact with me, direct message me, because I have the time to talk. But if you're not ready for some one-on-one coaching, you just want some more tips, mindset tips, action tips that you can put into practice right away to help you get to your goals, whatever that might be. The best way to do that is to sign up for my newsletter, where I give out all this information for free every week. You can go to rjbhealth.coach and click on the newsletter tab at the top, enter your email address, and you'll be right on the newsletter. With that, I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll talk to you all soon.